let's not crash. Reinstated the old code. Otherwise I would run into that assert. Okay, don't know. It works again. So this blue arrow is drawn as a result of an event now. And in the end I have to draw everything as a result of an event. Pick one. Well, no. Let's pick one from here. Rather, from here. How about the 4th degree polynomial curve? So I want to delete this line here, because this is in algorithm, and algorithm shouldn't know anything about Cairo window. That means that I have to delete this. And this. Mostly this. That's it, I guess. Yeah, so I have a reset and we have a draw here. So I want to add an event at this point, and then we can see here what we have to pass. Looks like well, W and the 4th degree approximation. Yep. Is that annoying? That is the question. I mean, the thing is on the stack here. So I pass it by reference, and then we better have the callback right at the moment I trigger the event. So right at that point. What? Oh yeah. Should not have added on 17 there. I think it is, we can assume that it happens at the moment that I trigger, because I don't have another thread at all that is doing events. It just has to happen at the moment that I call this trigger. So I'm going to pass it by reference, and then it will just will call trigger, but the result is then that this code is executed. And then, well, when we continue, then we're still in the same stack. So this thing still exists. This thing. I was scrolling up. Here it is. Normally I would make this a part of the object itself, the event type, but it must be part of algorithm. So, Charlie's what to do. Could still do that. Theoretically, I could still do that. I'd have to make would just have to make a class that wraps this thing. and then use that. That is a more clean solution, isn't it? It sure is. It sure is. I'm already making a copy here anyway. Okay, well, let's do that. Do we need a clause that wraps that thing? The thing needs a constructor. Let's see. Well, the 5 I can pass to the base class. This 2, I suppose. Well, not the base class, the polynomial itself. Oh yeah, okay. So blah and then that stuff. Blah being this. And then just copy this code into the constructor. Which means I have to pass a C. It's an eigenvector. Const reference. I'll call it C. Why did I use a capital C there? Probably because documentation used it. Must have written about it somewhere. Oh yeah, I think on Stack Overflow. Now let's say keep the debug output here, so we need to be able to read this thing back, so I need an accessor. And in order to initialize that thing, I need to pass W2 and W21. Both doubles, right? The LW is a double. Can just pass this and no nonsense. I'm just passing the whole thing. One double. That would be I don't know C0. No, it's not C0. It's something else. But basically it's A. Just I'll call it a lowercase a, I guess. Is a double. Put it up front. double A. And then copy this. Const type. And then this is going to be A. And I needed an access over the thing, so const reference 4th degree polynomial. Const return. Right, and then unfortunately Eigen needs to move to the header. Ugh. But who cares? Well, I do. I don't like that, but well. It's a reference, so yeah, this thing should have a forward header or something. You have this forward declared good enough, or no, not actually. Well, then I could make this not inline. Now it's inline. Well, just include the header. Just include the header, and now you can construct the thing, passing A and then C. Yeah, that's going to replace this, making that thing, and it's now a wrapper, but I might as well just call it the same. And then we have to pass this, that's A, and C. And then this we have done, so they can all be removed. Yeah. Really, I just want to keep this the way it is. I could call the accessor here, but nah. You just want to call print the whole object, right? So that should work. Should be watching the chat, shouldn't I? There's no chat. Yeah, Xpure Gamer is talking on Discord. Okay. Not sure where you're doing the stream. Let's see. Okay, printing. It's kind of boring that I just want to do doing the same thing, same way. So I just have to add a print on, like I'll just print this thing, which also has a print on. And then for that to work, I need to add something here. Always forget. Always forget that. This and that. Copy it at the same time. Right, so now I can print it. And then this code should be removed. That should be replaced with the trigger, which I already have. And also being wrapped in if def debug something with the trigger. Let's have a look at the other piece of code that I already wrote here. So, okay, it looks like that. Do we need a server? An event server. Let's call that thing very creatively fourth degree approximation. Event server. Trigger. Difference becomes fourth degree approximation event type. And then the stuff you have to pass is, well, what was this? W and a reference to the fourth degree approximation. And then, guess this is no longer needed, at least not here. Maybe there, probably there. So I have to move this and then, I don't know, write lots of other stuff. Let's begin with implementing this. There's quite a lot of work adding such an event server, I think. Okay, I need to add data. Clause. Event data. Struct. Event type, which is derived from the data. I'm just copying this. Using different event data, that's the base class. Yeah, of course. using the constructor of the base class, and then this line also remains. It was rather easy. And then here I have the constructor that we're calling, called past double W, wasn't it? And reference to this then. No, to this. Hopefully it can be a const reference. Great. And that is my constructor. Which means that it has to initialize stuff. Just have to keep a copy of that stuff. Right. No, I don't need a W, right? W is this thing here. Need plot and layer, but not W. There is no need for the W. Yeah, no, oh, I'm so stupid. I went away of a reference now. Oh, damn it! Wait a minute. Then I wrapped that thing. I wrapped the math polynomial, and I'm using a reference still. The whole idea was to not do that. Yeah, if so, I thought I was thinking about making a class that it derives, so the event data that derives from this. But then if you trigger the event, then it's going to make a copy anyway. Let's say I want to avoid a copy, then I would need a reference anyway. So the whole wrapping was kind of nonsensical, actually. Might as well pass a reference to this. Dang, I already removed that code. I don't like LinkedIn at all. They are so pushy. Or two things that I don't like about it. I think someone at some point added my email, probably to. They told my email to LinkedIn. Maybe to have them send an invite email to me or something like that. No, that's even a result of the pushy thing. Yeah. So they wanted to contact me, and they were looking on LinkedIn, and then LinkedIn says, "Yeah, sorry, you can't do that unless they are a member." They just suck in people. They want to have everyone. So they spam that person basically with the web pages to send them my email, so they could invite me to LinkedIn, so they could contact them through LinkedIn. And I don't think I got one email. No, I got 20 emails. They just kept spamming me. I had to add them to my spam filter to get rid of the spam from LinkedIn. And then the second thing is that if as a non-member of LinkedIn, I want to use it, so I want to search for data. They have the data, I connect to them, they give me one line, and then they say you must be a member before you get the rest. So goodbye LinkedIn. I never use them. I should revert this, I think. Unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to revert it. Yeah. Probably still need a access for this though. Yeah, and I don't need to be able to print it. Maybe I should add a print on as well instead of this. That comes from the documentation, which is kind of old, or just ignoring that we want to use that. This is just way easier. Or I can add it here then. Oh. Yeah. Let's just print it without putting anything in front of it. I mean, this is already here, and then repeat fourth degree approximation. That would be silly. No, I don't know. I've got a lot, of course. Maybe I can just look at difference event. Difference, just difference. See if I So we have the data and the what is it? Event data, highlighted event data, highlighted event type. It's on here, event data and event type. And I need to set the server. As if I know what that is. Difference, fourth degree approximation. Event type. It auto wraps. Yeah, that was all, wasn't it? And then we have stuff here. It's also duplicated. And the trigger. That's it. And the trigger also already added. Yup. So then I need to add code that includes that then is doing that. Now we don't have this anymore, I hope. Oh, we do. The reset is still there. Oh, yeah, well. Suppose I have to make a separate trigger for the reset, theoretically, although it happens at the same time as this. I still have to decide if I want to add a gazillion event servers or just one. And then pass event data that can be decoded later into the different events. Just add an event type. Anyway, let's first add what I just deleted. That has to go into gradient descent. and here I have also a difference. The difference event. So I create the event and then request it, and this is then the implementation. Hey, Post Bunny, missed me. Oh, there it is. I was on Discord all the time. Hey. Plot fourth degree approximation. That's what I want to do, which is apparently part of the callback. So we're going to have to wrap that in a class event. Rapidly wrap, where difference is replaced with fourth degree approximation. Stuff you need, initialization thereof, and the callback. Let's do the callback first. I don't think I have a separate style for this, although we do have a curve style, which I have no idea where to get that one from. It's also part of algorithm, so probably should be gone. Where do I all use that? Quite a few places apparently. But yeah, all of those things have to be moved eventually. I'm more and more feeling that I should probably just use a single event class. But yeah. For now, I'll just make a copy of this. Let's So very comparable to what was done for different events. Even copy the public. Why is this a const expression and that isn't? Interesting. It doesn't make sense that I have copy inside my event of these things. But I need this thing here. What is that? Probably already deleted it. No, it's still there. Good. Okay. Not deleted now. I don't know. Something is wrong. I'm not happy with all this data in my event. Or is it stupid? I think that is copied at the moment you trigger it, or it's not true. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I think it should be constructed in place, never moved. That would be nice. Yeah, let me first finish this. Still need a constructor then. That's nonsense. Oh man, I actually got a lost overview of my references. I'm not even sure what's happening here. This is being called it's called with a fourth degree approximation event type, which derives from the data, which has already a reference to the fourth degree approximation. Let's make a copy of the reference. I think otherwise it doesn't work. So now you can copy it by reference, which is still needed. And then this reference is again copied to the lambda. So we can use it here. But of course the reference itself that is being copied is, I think, the underlying value of this reference. So it doesn't matter that we go out of scope here as long as this thing still exists. On the other hand, I believe that we don't even need it anymore after this line finishes. Which I am not sure of for some reason. Otherwise, this is kind of finished. Trigger, there's no trigger here. No, it's, wait a minute. This is what I wanted. Fourth degree approximation event. The silliness of copying it. I mean, this is in the current scope. And this is also in the current scope, right? I mean, so this and that is on the same stack. And then, yeah, well, whatever. But then I do it again. I mean, now I have the same thing 3 times on the stack in the same scope. Nah, I don't like that. The handle, oh god, now I need another handle. Let's call this handle 1. I can call it difference event handle, I guess. And then here we have the fourth degree approximation event handle. TTA fourth degree approximation event server request fourth degree approximation event, comma Fourth degree approximation event. Call back. Then that variable name is definitely too long. Gosh, I keep wrapping. Now, let's see if this works. I moved that also, so now we need the header that includes polynomial in this header. Plot fourth degree approximation curve. Did you mean capitals? Oh, like that. Well, maybe. Oh, the reset thing. Damn it, yeah. Let's first test it without the resets. No, matching constructor or initialization of math polynomial, really? Yeah, yeah, indeed. That was 5 CW only the comma in front of it. W. Point. Okay, go window point. The whole handle isn't really necessary to begin with. The cancel is not really necessary if you ask me. But it compiles. Just works. So here's the fourth degree polynomial fit, which got drawn. And we should see that back here, handle, etc. No, that's all nice and dandy, but are we happy with the code? That's the question. Because I need a lot more lot more. So if I have a single event type, I could use a single event server if I have a single event type. But depending on the type, then the type needs to have an enum that then specifies the actual type. And then I need to get, for example, the fourth degree approximation. Right? So I could just combine all the types, event types, into a single class. But that means that, that class then needs to have room for storing all the data that belong to any of the actual types. So I would need a Bezier fitter. I mean, so then I would have a connector and a Bezier fitter in one struct. And then in one case only the connector is used, and in the other case only the Bezier fitter is used. So I'm thinking maybe I can use some kind of type erase pointer. So we'd have some obscure pointer, and then once you know the type, you can convert it back to the actual thing. But how would that work? This thing is now initialized during the constructor. No, it's not. It's being used during the callback. Dude. Why? Oh, because it must survive? Huh, what? Yeah. It does, doesn't it? It's about a lifetime of this thing. If I move this inside this function, then we draw to it, and then that thing gets destructed when we leave this scope, and I think that erases the curve again. So then we wouldn't see it. So that makes you wonder, what is the lifetime of this thing? Where does that even come from? Well, oh, I know that. That the lifetime is just in main. So this is a lifetime of the whole application. Yeah, in that case it doesn't really matter, right? I can just merge them into a single object. Because I need all that stuff on the stack anyway, and actually we then get rid of the duplication of plot in second layer. Those copies then only exist once instead of multiple times. So would even have a smaller memory footprint on the stack here. Okay, so then I would register. No, that is called a request. I would request callbacks for a more generic event on a single event server. Could call that the algorithm event server. And then my events, so if we go to the algorithm, yeah, no, this is still being constructed. So event type, sorry, it's not. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. That's the event type that's being constructed here. So it's not the same thing, right? Event type is derived from the data, but that then also only exists once. Well, all of them need to be one shot full, so that's okay. This duplication is harder. Well, merging, I mean. So then we would need event data that has both room for 3 doubles and also for a reference to morph polynomial. It's not too big, so it's just a single pointer here. I guess I can combine that. Could even make it a union. Maybe we should just make a union here and then dump everything in the same memory space. And then how can we distinguish between the two different event types? I guess by using a cookie. Or the cookie is something that I pass by during the request, I think. So that wouldn't work. No, the type must be just part of this then. And then the type must be passed during the construction. So why did my music stop? Oh, I've only one of. It's a playlist with only one song. It's now stopping on a song of 1 second. It's quite annoying. So started it again. Fourth degree approximation events trigger. Okay, let me think. So yeah, at the point of the trigger, I can pass the type, the actual type, so the fourth degree approximation. And I still just want to pass whatever data I need. Probably can infer the type from the data that's being passed. It's not 100% sure. Do. But we could in this case, right? Because this passes a morph polynomial. In the other case, we pass 3 bools. No, we pass 3 doubles, so yeah, totally different types. I think I'm going to commit what I have now and then change it back to what I just described. Let's see, get status, modifications. Yeah, well, anyway, I can commit this. I'm thinking about other things. It's hard to think about that and verify the diff. You see, yeah, okay. So, I'm still thinking about keeping the data around though, if that is possible. Well, each actual event type has different data, but my type must be the same type. So then instead of deriving from it, we could make something that has it as a member. I'm not sure if that works. I'm not sure if that works at all. If you could do that, then you can use something with type erasure. I think there's a type that I never used in C++ that does exactly what I wanted to do, namely make a union between all the different types, and then helps you with selecting which type you want to use. I have no idea how that was called. Let's ask ChatGPT. What is the type called in C++20? Oh well, I don't know. Probably added in 11. Where you specify multiple types, and then it can store any of those variants. Type save union. Yeah. Okay. So I think that maybe it will get confused, I should say, about not being derived from data. So maybe my data should already be wrapped around the variant. Otherwise, I would not follow my own documentation concerning the events. So let's move this away. And then create a new data type, which we don't call algorithm. Event data. That would be the catch-all for all event data. And everything else. And there's no algorithm instead of fourth degree approximation or difference, etc. And then I'm going to use standard variant. And then I can store any of these types. Event data. And then I can just use, I guess, the types that are being passed to distinguish between the event, like I said before. Does it only work with assignment? Stupid. Right. So no assignment, but it just in place. Very good. So then we just copy this. And oh shit. Standard get. Get returns a const reference. One R value penalty, but hi Saiful and on dot no. Not working anywhere. Clause algorithm. Okay, what did I break now? I removed the type, yeah. So the event types are gone. So yeah, so now I have only a single server. Algorithm, damn it, I have only 10 minutes left until I have to go, and then I don't want to be in the middle of this. Algorithm. What the fuck? No, wait a minute. This is a trigger. That's probably not working. Probably have to tell it what to. Probably. I'm not 100% sure though. Sure, let's try it like this. That's just too silly. Sorry. That's too silly. Basically, you have to pass an algorithm event type here. Nah, that should be good. No, that should be good. Again, let's just start compiling. Constructor for creating descent algorithm event data must explicitly initialize the member event data, which does not have a default constructor. Fuck you, JetGTP. Oh, wait a minute. It's actually because this thing doesn't have it. Just okay, I take that back. No type name difference event type. That's correct. So merging these things. Can that not be a cons expression? Seriously. I'm just gonna try. Let's look up this. I don't think it can be though. What the hell? Oh, that is already here. So put that here. No connector style cannot be a cons expression. I don't know why, but I feel that it cannot be. Let's not even try it because it's just a waste of time. This now must be also an algorithm event. And then what we get here is an algorithm event type. And now you have to do something, but I don't know what yet. And this should be a duplicate. I just have to choose between those two. Then this can be removed. I cannot finish it. 4 minutes left. Shit. Type specifier is required for all declarations. Algorithm event. Difference event. Unknown type difference event. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, I have to stop in the middle, like totally in the middle.